I am Dr. Mary Newport. I'm a physician in Florida in the USA, and today I'm going to talk to you about coconut oil. Every now and then, a media report comes out from a so called expert who claims that coconut oil is harmful. It may be harmful to your heart. When you look at these experts, it may be a cardiologist, for example, who has never directly studied coconut oil, is not a biochemist, or it may be someone who has a conflict of interest ties to another type of cooking oil industry. But if you talk to the biochemists who have intensively studied coconut oil, you will learn that it is a very healthy type of oil. There have never been any studies showing a directly harmful effect of coconut oil on the heart. The big concern in the media is that coconut oil is high in saturated fat. And that is true. However, 70% of those fats are special types of fatty acid called medium chain triglycerides. These are very unique and have very many important properties, which we will talk about in a minute. On the other hand, if you talk to experts and people who have studied coconut oil, you will learn that there are studies showing that coconut oil can help with obesity. It can help decrease the measurement around the waist. It may be able to lower blood pressure and appears to help control blood glucose, which is very important to people with diabetes. And all of these are risk factors for heart disease. So, in essence, coconut oil could potentially help lower your risk of heart disease. Now, getting back to medium chain fatty acids, these are about 70% of the fats in coconut oil. And they are unique because when you eat medium chain triglycerides, these are taken up into the liver, and part of them is converted to ketones. Ketones are an alternative fuel for the brain and for other organs. And this is important, for example, to somebody that has a neurological condition such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, where there is a problem of getting glucose into brain cells, and the brain cells can eventually malfunction and die. Ketones can provide an alternative fuel to the brain, and it has been shown, for example, in Alzheimer's, that ketones are taken up normally in these same areas of the brain that have poor glucose uptake. There have now been studies showing that medium chain triglycerides do help improve cognition in people with Alzheimer's disease, and that the ketones from medium chain triglycerides do increase the energy uptake in the brain. So, very beneficial in that respect. So, the part of medium chain triglycerides that is not converted to ketones is released into the bloodstream and is used immediately as fuel by muscles, for example. And this type of fat is not stored as fat. So, a very healthy type of oil. One of the very unique medium chain triglycerides is lauric acid. Lauric acid is about 50% of coconut oil, and it has mostly properties of medium chain triglycerides and some properties of longer chain fats. But the blood levels of lauric acid stay elevated for a long time after you eat coconut oil. And this could be very beneficial because lauric acid has a very special property of being antimicrobial. It kills many different types of bacteria, viruses, fungus, and protozoa. And the way that lauric acid has been studied, showing its antiviral effect, is three different mechanisms. One, many viruses have a sticky protein on the outside of the virus that helps it attach to cells, and a virus needs to enter healthy living cells in order to multiply. Lauric acid inhibits or prevents this protein from sticking to the cell. Also, many viruses have a lipid capsule. Human coronaviruses have a lipid capsule around the virus, and lauric acid has been shown to dissolve the lipid capsules of many different types of viruses. In this way, it inactivates the virus. It can't get any further into the cell. And then another mechanism is that lauric acid will inhibit the maturation of the virus at the point where it would be able to multiply, replicate itself. So, in that way, lauric acid is antiviral and has been used for many years as an antiviral substances in sprays, in wipes, skincare products, and oral products. So if you see a product that says it's antiviral and you look on the label, you may see an ingredient such as sodium lauryl sulfate, also called sodium dodecyl sulfate. And there are other types of ingredients that come also from lauric acid and some other fats in coconut oil that are used for this antimicrobial property in products that claim to be antiviral. So, a very important component of coconut oil. Also, another fatty acid in coconut oil is called capric acid. It's about 8 to 10% of coconut oil, and it also has antimicrobial properties, though not quite as strong as lauric acid, but for certain viruses, it may be even stronger. Another unique fatty acid in coconut oil is myristic acid. It's considered a longer chain fatty acid. It's somewhere in between medium and long chain as far as its properties. But one important function is that it contributes to the formation of myelin, which is insulation around nerves. Very important function. So, to summarize, coconut oil is not harmful to the heart. It has never been shown directly to be harmful to the heart and may actually have many beneficial properties. Polyphenols are in coconut oil, and these are antioxidant and anti-inflammatory substances. So another healthy benefit to eating coconut oil. So I hope that this explains to you how coconut oil is not your foe, but rather is your friend.